Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you all for coming out to St. Genevieve's first premier liver dumpling cook-off. We've got a lot of contestants back there in the kitchen already starting to scrape, and before too long, we're going to take you back in the kitchen with a video camera and let you see just what's going on. Should be a lot of fun this afternoon in how we've got this all set up. We've got a panel of 7 judges that'll judge these liver dumplings based on taste, on texture, and based on the dumplings with gravy on them. So they'll be judging those liver dumplings in 3 different criteria. Those scores will be totaled. Each individual judge's totals will go to a tally sheet that'll tally that up, and finally we'll have the grand winner be the person with the most points. 2 categories of folks cooking back in the kitchens. We've got a restaurants and church groups category that will be judged separately and independently of another category, which is the individuals category. A lot more folks entered in the individual categories, and I'm sorry I don't have numbers for you right now. I'm not sure how many entries we have in that individuals category, but we've got some prize-winning teams back there, I know. Now in the individual categories, you will see that some people are working in teams back there, and that's quite allowed in this, because you can't hardly make liver dumplings just by yourself. You almost got to do it with somebody. Somebody's got to keep that dough stirring and keep it homogeneous and keep it moving and keep it elastic and all. And then if somebody else is doing the scraping, and you'll see folks scraping those liver dumplings right off the side of a plate. A traditional way of making liver dumplings is always get a pot of boiling water rolling, and then you get a glop of liver dumpling dough on a plate, and you take a scraping knife, and you let that dough run off the edge of that plate, and you scrape it into that boiling water, okay? And this is a real common sight for all of us who grew up in St. Genevieve and know our liver dumplings, is that's an important thing. You scrape that thing. You'll see another kind of liver dumpling being made back there, and is our audio okay, coming across the things okay? Everybody hear me okay? Am I coming through the TV all right? You understand over there? Okay. Another way you'll see liver dumplings, you may see some of this kind of motion back there, and that's a scraper. That's a scraper that scrapes liver dumplings into the boiling water, okay? And that's how you get a lot of liver dumplings out in a short amount of time. Okay, so we've got folks scraping liver dumplings both ways back there. What else can we tell you about liver dumplings? We'll find out more about that. Right now, I want to let you know a couple of things. First of all, about the T-shirt that I'm wearing. If you haven't had an opportunity to take a souvenir home from the Georgia Chicago weekend, excuse me, I'm getting some information from the kitchen. We're going to get back in the kitchen real quick. I'm going to do this advertisement real quick, make an introduction, and get you back in the kitchen because things are already happening back there, heating up to a boil. We've got Deutsche Tage liver dumpling T-shirts, and the saying says, start at the top here, Don. It says, "Ist das nicht ein Lieber Neffli? Ja, das ist ein liver dumpling," based on the Schnitzelbank song, right? So we got the liver dumpling T-shirt featuring none only than our mascot, Oliver Dumpling. He's a liver dumpling. He's got his lederhosen on. He's blowing his German tuba, and he's got the hot air balloons, which didn't take off yesterday, behind him. Okay, so we got Oliver Dumpling, and we got everybody singing it with me. Ist das nicht ein lieber Neffli? Ja, das ist ein liver dumpling. Okay, I want to introduce you to your host for the day, Mr. Bill Reeker of KMOX Radio. Bill, thank you. We'll drag it over to him. And Bill is going to take us.
Are we supposed to go back there now?
You guys are headed back in the
I got to warn you, though, there's one other motion that a cook makes back there that he did not tell you about. If they start taking that spatula like they're going to hit you, it means you're standing too close to the labor canefli.
Yeah.
Okay?
And with us today, we also have St. Genevieve Cable TV Channel 7, Don Pritchard behind
Don
the camera.
Pritchard.
And Don's going to go right.
And Sheriff Bob here is you're the coach of the captain. He's the captain of the judges. Keep them in their places. Are we going back into the kitchen now? Okay, that's after a while. See, I'm already getting it. All right, we are entering liver dumpling land.
Okay, the TVs are down right now? Well, they're down. Okay.
Let's go into liver dumpling land here. We're heading in here. The cooks are lined up. right, we're back here. I know you folks can see us out there. How you doing? Now, which are the cooks? Everybody, they're in the back. Okay. All right, get right in their faces. Boy, is there some action back here. Look at this. They are busy. Now, this is called scratching labor canefli, right? Yeah. And she's too busy to talk. Get that camera right in there. Look at this. Look at this woman. Look at her. She's going, it just goes right down into the boiling water. Is this about as hard as childbirth? This is nothing compared to childbirth, ladies and gentlemen. What is your name?
Frances Dallin.
Frances Dallin. Frances is busy. Now, what are you making here?
I'm doing the same thing, only it's with a liver dumpling cutter.
Okay. Well, you know what? I envision liver dumplings as being bigger.
A little bit more modern way, I guess, of doing this.
She's doing it the old-fashioned way, and you're doing it the new way?
Correct, right.
Here we go. We're witnessing something here. We're witnessing a new method. All right, now you want me to get out of your way? No. No? Can we talk to you? I don't know if I better scrape. I had better not scrape, let me tell you. What's your name?
Johanna Nagger.
Oh, glad to meet you. You must be related to Bill and Patty.
Yeah.
You feel like you have an edge up on these other cooks because of that?
No.
Trying to put her on the spot. I'm just trying to be obnoxious right now. You're doing it the new method way.
Oh, we're friends. We're friends. I make them the other way too, but I just don't want to have them too big for.
Yeah. Let's go back over here. There's some more scraping going on over here. Tucked away in the corner of the kitchen, another scraper. Your name?
Tina.
Tina. Tina's busy at work. Can you tell us the secret ingredients?
No.
You can't? What's your name, sir?
My name is Gene. I'm here as a brother team with my brother Clarence.
Oh, you're on a team? How does that team concept work?
It's just that we've been making liver dumplings together for about 30 years.
Well, now, if you lose, who claims to be the cook?
I guess Clarence is.
And if you win, who's the cook?
I am.
Okay, that's the way that works, ladies and gentlemen. If they lose, he's the cook. If they win, he's the cook. Your name is Clarence, right?
Yeah.
How long have you been doing this?
Oh, I was in the restaurant business at one time.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, for 5 years. We made them 20 pounds of flour at a time back then.
Have you ever won this contest?
We've never been in one, no.
You've never been in this one. Oh, this is a new contestant here. A brand new contestant. What do we have here? Just someone checking the water.
Yeah,
You're the water boiler?
Yes, sir.
We found a water boiler right here. How do you boil a good pan of water?
I do what the ladies tell me what to do.
Oh, yeah?
That's how you do it.
So if we're sitting here, you're being interviewed, and somebody suddenly yells for you, you've got to run. Like right now. Like right now. See, that's the way it works back here, folks. You can't talk to one individual very long because they're busy. You telling me, she said. How are those liver dumplings coming? Is your arm getting tired yet? How long can you do this? How long can you do this? All day? Have you ever tried that? Have you ever tried to do it all day?
78 years.
78 years she's been doing this.
I've had liver dumplings.
Yeah?
And me and some other ladies, and all at once I passed out. They had to carry me out. In summertime.
This can be a dangerous occupation.
Well, I mean, you're all under the, the heat, and I did. They carried me out.
They got you kind of cramped over here.
Not.
She gets her elbows going too fast, and it could be dangerous.
We're not gonna be bother one another.
So you're Bill's mom then?
Huh?
You're Bill's mom?
No.
No?
Not Bill's mom. No.
Okay.
On my husband's side, they're related to Niagara.
I see.
I was a Beckett, the Big West.
Ah.
I was one of the Frenchmen that moved.
She was French and came over to the German side. Don't put that. Cut that part out. Cut that part out of the tape. Now, who are these people standing around over here? We need to find out. You're cooks. So you're kind of in a relaxed mode. We can talk to you much easier. We were aggravating them.
Well, you can aggravate us in a little while.
Okay, what's your name?
Norma Grass.
All right, what?
St. Genevieve Nutrition Center. I cook for the seniors. And this is my help, Tina. Yep. Hi.
So as you're watching them, are they doing this right?
Yeah. I don't like to do it that way. I brought my colander.
You brought your, what do you call it, colander? Oh, that's right. Okay. Sure. Yeah, I've heard of those things. Yeah. So can you tell us secret ingredients in yours?
Well,
I don't think that the judges, if there are any judges out there watching right now, do not watch the screen because she's about to unveil her secret ingredients. Okay.
a little bit of allspice and a little bit of cloves and parsley.
Sounds good. Sounds good. I have to admit, I looked at a German cookbook and I found some liver Knäfle in there, and it seems to be all different ways. It seems like some of the recipes have a lot of liver, and other recipes have very little liver.
Ours we use about 6 pounds, and it serves 50. And we've got a big mixing bowl like this, and it makes it almost full.
Now, can it be chicken liver?
I've never used chicken liver.
It has to be either pork or beef.
I've always used beef, and to me that's the best.
Well, we're going to move along and see what these folks are doing standing around. See you. Are these more cooks waiting their turn? All right, gentlemen, you have a lot of female competition here. How do you feel about that?
That's okay.
That's okay. You're not worried about it?
I'm not worried about it. We will cook every week at Knights Columbus, and we make about 3 roasters a week.
And your name?
Ernie Nager.
Ernie Nager. Another Nager. And what's your name? Another Nager?
No, Jim Pope. Jim Pope.
Oh, all right. Have you guys ever won this contest?
No, this is the first. This is the first.
I'm running into a lot of first-time cooks here. Well, you look like you're a little tense. You've got your hands all wrapped around that bar like you need to settle down a little bit. You okay?
I'm fine.
Are you worried?
I'm not worried a bit.
What if you lose?
That's all right.
You just want to get a good meal out. All right. Good luck, you guys.
Thank you.
What's your name?
Eddie Nager.
Another Nager. Hey, I don't think so. No, this is actually just a family reunion, right? This is not a contest at all. Okay, are you a cook?
Well, yeah, I cook at the Hotel St. Genevieve.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. I haven't been there, but I'm sure it's great.
Oh, yeah, great food. You definitely want to eat there while you're in town.
Okay, we'll do that. Now, have you ever entered into this competition? Are you first-timer?
Well, this is the first time this competition has ever happened, as far as I know. So, yeah, this is my first time, and I don't make the liver dumpling dough. That's the women at the hotel who do that job, and then just the dirty work gets passed on to us men.
Ah, I see. Okay. You have a special recipe today?
Well, yeah, it's
You're a younger guy. I get the feeling you have kind of a non-traditional little recipe that you've cooked up.
Well, this isn't me. This is the hotel's recipe for many years, and
So you carry their secret.
that's right. And I'm not going to give it to anybody.
I figured that. If you let it out, they'd have to get rid of you, wouldn't they?
That's right.
They'd never find you again, would they?
No, I think they'd fire me.
Okay. This another Nager?
No, I'm Jerry Klein. Yeah, and I'm actually not a liver dumpling connoisseur at all. No, I'm here as an entrepreneur. I put up the money for 2 ladies.
What's he getting out of the bag here?
One lady who made the dough, okay, because she's my aunt, and she couldn't be here, so I went to my neighbor who's going to scratch. So we're a team.
I see.
And I wanted to learn how to do this.
You're kind of a surrogate dumpling carrier is what you are.
And this is a special recipe, and she said again, don't share the recipe with anybody.
You mean all these cooks wouldn't have had to go through this trouble? All they had to do is bring it in here and slide it into the water?
No, you got to have a team. We're a team. It's me, Mrs. Gegg, and Mrs. Yokers.
You're Mrs. Gegg?
Yes. It would have been easier just to make it at home and bring it here and then let them sample it. That's not
You've got it down to a system.
Huh?
Down to a system then.
That's the way
You made the dough at home.
No, Mrs. Yokers made the dough. Bert Yokers made the dough.
Right.
She couldn't be here today.
Right, I understand.
Okay, and then, oh, okay.
But nevertheless, it was made at home and brought here, so you're not going to have to go through a lot of the special preparations that they had. All right, let's run back over here and see how our first original cooks are doing. See if we've managed to kind of break their stride, you know, that kind of thing. Hi, ladies, we're back. We're back. I bet you're really glad we're back, aren't you? Boy, it is hot over here.
Boy, if I get any hotter, I couldn't stay. Real good.
Well, when you go around that side of the room, it's cold. When you leave this cooking area, you're going to have to get your coats on. We better back away because, there you go, get a great shot of that. There we go. We just put them right in the oven afterwards.
Here, over here, I got the guy. Oh, dip in there, huh? Get it. Okay, thank you, Brent. I'll go that along. Bless your pea picking hard here.
Let's just get a little cross chatter here for a while. Cooks in operation. Cooks in mid-stride.
I'm almost finished with half a gallon. About halfway. And I'll be glad. It's sure warm right here. Okay. Okay. I didn't want to really set it down there. Excuse me.
I have another question. It's really a silly question. When does the announcer of this event get to sample food?
Dip in there. Go for it.
Go sit down, right? The food will be ready in about an hour. The kids are always asking for food.
I hope you'll enjoy it.
Sure we will.
Now we gotta wait for the water to boil a little bit more again.
Wash the dishes.
Less mess there, actually.
They didn't say anything, but I get the feeling that might be part of this whole thing. Aren't you getting tired now?
No. This is fun.
Right, she could do this all day, she said.
She's had a lot more practice than what I have. Lots of years of practice.
I mean, I had a hard time figuring out how to say labor canafling, let alone try and do that.
You're right, yes.
Well, let's see how the water boiler's doing over here. How's that water boiling? Is it pretty good?
Well, it could be better.
What's wrong? Did we have a problem with the boiling water?
Well, I think if the government would donate to Catholic schools like they do to public schools, we could probably have newer equipment. And the water would probably boil better. See, that's better.
You'd have much better
There's
equipment.
a reason for Catholic charities.
And here's Tina. She's down to the last portion of labor canafle. You feel like you're in a race?
No.
You're not trying to beat them all?
No.
So it's not speed that counts, I take it.
No, not really. I just don't want my dumplings to get mushy from cooking too long.
Am I hurting your chances right now of being first place or anything? Okay. We wouldn't want to do that.
No. Thank you.
How you doing back there?
Oh, scratching them.
Oh, wait, you're cooking now.
Yeah.
What's this for? Why?
That's right. Yeah. Yep.
So now neither one of you can claim to be either loser or winner in this thing.
Yeah.
All right, well, see, they get along pretty well after all. We better get out of the boiling water corridor here. Could be quite dangerous. Well, these cooks start moving around, and you'd better be out of their way. That's all I can say. She's going for more. Let's get a good shot of this. Are you finished?
Half a gallon.
She's finished. Eureka. Oh, no. What's the German word? What's the German word for I'm finished? You're not finished.
Huh? Yeah, that's right.
That's it. We knew we'd get it. We're stirring now. Get a good tight shot of that. liver dumpling stir here. Now we're done. Now we're opening that. Yes, we are. Now we like to walk out there and visit with some folks. They say when it gets too hot in the kitchen, get out. That's why we're leaving. They say when it gets too hot in the kitchen, get out. That's why we left. Irwin Wine came all the way from Glen Carbon, Illinois. Give him a big hand. All right, does anybody from farther away than Glen Carbon, Illinois? Where are you from? Where? Oklahoma. Where? Which Oklahoma? Oh, Tulsa. Oh, okay. Great. I worked in Oklahoma City for a while. Great. Do you, anybody else farther than Tulsa, Oklahoma? Uh-oh, we've got another contestant over there. Where are you from? Tampa, Florida! Everybody! Irwin, I guess Glen Carbon kind of lost out on that one. Well, I've never called a Labor Kneffley cook-off. The closest thing I've come to that was the horseradish eating contest at the Horseradish Festival in Collinsville, Illinois. So this will be a new one for me. Did you watch the cooks as they were, how did that look? I mean, did that look busy back there? That's busy. Well, let's find out who these fine folks are here. I think I met you at the door, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. You sure did.
Yeah, and you were listening the other morning?
Yeah.
Did I say anything derogatory at all about this?
No. I was glad it was you and not Nan White.
Why, what would Nan have said?
I don't like her.
You don't like Nan? Why not?
I think you should have taken Jim White's place.
Jim White's place? Why?
Well, for good reasons. You're good.
Well, see there, I want her to come up there and be my negotiator. I think Jim's still out on the river somewhere.
Yeah, but everybody said they didn't like him, but now that we got this other guy.
Well, don't you think Jim got a little nasty with people? No? He's a good friend of mine, so you know. Yeah, we miss him. We miss him.
I never listened to Cam Lex like I used to.
Well, they didn't make me dress up for this event.
Anyhow, I got to meet you. Goodbye. Go hound somebody else.
Go hound somebody else, all right. She must be part German like I am. Get out of my face. Hi. Are you a cutter? All right, we're going to talk.
I used to cut.
We're going to talk some Labor Kneffley here. We're going to get serious about this stuff.
We used to have to cut.
First of all, what's your name?
Mariotti.
Okay, Marie. Tell me about it.
I used to cut at the picnics, and we did it the old-fashioned way, you know, with a knife or a spoon. And our arm used to be so tired by evening, we were just about thinking we didn't have any arm anymore.
Were you a little disappointed in some of those cooks back there using that colander?
No, not really.
No?
I mean, if I'd have had to do it today, I'd have used that too.
Would you? What's in it? What's in it? I've never had this.
You never had
I've never had this. This will be a first. No.
Well,
Don't look at me like that.
there's a lot of different recipes. Liver.
What was your recipe?
Well, liver, onion, flour, eggs, and apple.
She snuck apples in there?
Sometimes I'd put a little celery in.
Wait. We just learned a secret here. Why? Everybody sneaks apple into their Labor Kneffley?
I made it once without an apple. It wasn't near as nice. It just, I don't know, it wasn't as moist or something.
So you're telling me that every cook back there is sneaking apple into the liver as we speak?
They had it in there when they brought it in.
Let's go find out. Let's go find out. We just caught him. We caught him in the act. Okay, we know your secret back here. We found you out. We'll tell him. We'll tell him. All right, we found out your secret back here. There's a cook out there that says that you sneak apple into the liver. Huh? Come on, fess up.
Some do, I don't.
You do?
No,
You don't? You're sure?
in them, but I didn't put any in.
I see your face. Your face is getting red. I think you're not telling the truth. You sneak apple into yours?
No, I've never heard of it.
See, they're never going to admit to it. They're never going to admit to it. They're not going to admit to it. You sneak apple, that's it. At the restaurant, they put apple in it, right?
No.
Come on, I can see your eyes shifting around.
Okay, well, maybe.
Maybe some apple.
Maybe if we win.
It's just no coincidence that it happens to be apple season right now.
No coincidence.
No coincidence. Oh, sure. I think we got him here. I think we got him on this one. All right, let's go back on out. I think we found out. I think we have conclusive evidence that there's apple in the Labor Kneffley. I think you're right.
I've got another
Oh, yeah.
I've got a PSA I need to do, and then I'll turn it back over to you, and we go do the judges.
Time to do the judges.
Okay.
Take it for a while.
All right. I'm going to take the mic from Bill here for a minute, and hey, Bill, I want to ask you this question: when are you on air on KMOX?
If it's daylight, I'm likely on.
If it's daylight,
yeah,
you're likely on.
Those are my hours, daylight.
Okay.
When it goes down, I get to go home.
We've had that question. Some folks want to know when they're going to hear you talk about your experience this weekend. Yeah. So when are you on the air?
Right now, I do hourly newscasts from 11 in the morning until about 3 in the afternoon, and then I get ready for the afternoon show with Carol Daniel. It's a 2-hour show from 4 to 6, and then I'm on every Saturday morning, except I'm taking this next Saturday off.
Should we expect to be hearing you talking about liver dumplings tomorrow?
You bet.
All right, we'll be listening for that. You'll also, of course, see today's video on Channel 7 this week. It'll be on St. Genevieve television regular this week, right, Don? On Saturday. 1, 6, and midnight on next Saturday? Okay, that's when this will run then, next week. I got a few announcements here for you, folks. First, want to let you know we have some soft drinks over here at the T-shirt table. There's bottled water, there's Diet Coke, and there's Coke. So we got something to drink over here if you're getting thirsty. The restrooms, that's something is right through that doorway there, and just to the right. There, Don's going to give us a close-up of the restroom sign, and take that to your right, and you'll find the restrooms. We have, of course, I don't want to miss, remind you about your T-shirt. You know, we have a limited supply of these Deutsche Tage T-shirts, and they're dated with this year. So you need to get them today, because after today, they're going to become an heirloom, and the price will go up. If there is any remaining, the price will be higher next year, because it's a limited printing, right, Jim? So we've got just very few of those, and it's the ideal. Next year there'll be a new edition, and as this gets to be a regular thing, you'll want to get yourself a copy of every one, for some years down the road to give to the grandkids, Today's prize money, the winners of today's contest, top prize is $100 in both categories. $50 for the second place winner in both categories, and $25 for the third place winner in both categories. We have this information now that in the groups, churches, restaurants category, we have 3 entries. So those 3 contestants are going to walk away with some money today. Every one of them is going to have something. In the individuals category, we've got 7 contestants, and so we'll have the judging there. We're only going to place the top 3 winners. We're not going to rank all the contestants, okay? We'll just be announcing the top 3 winners. That prize money, I need to tell you, has been underwritten by Merchant Street Publishing, which, as you know, has put together a fine picture history book on St. Genevieve. Thank you very much. So if we don't make enough money on the event here, Merchant Street Publishing will make sure that they get their prize money at least. So, I'm sorry? Oh, not in books, no, in cash. We've got cash prizes today. You don't have to take it out in books. I know there was something else I wanted to make sure I mentioned here, Don. I'm having trouble thinking about it. And I might come up with it and have to steal the mic back from you again, Bill, after we turn it over to you again. I think, anybody else think of anything that we need to mention right now? We're going to do an interview with the judges now. Mr. Rieker's going to take us back to the head table, and he's going to go and visit with the captain and his team of judges today, and get a little bit of background on these people and their interest in liver dumplings, and just what qualifies them for sitting at that head table. So, Mr. Rieker, if you're ready, we'll turn it back over to you again.
Yep. Yeah, we'll turn it back over to you. All right. What am I to do now?
Let's do a judges
interview,
starting
okay.
with Sheriff.
Sheriff.
Macklin here.
Captain Sheriff Bob, how you doing?
Good, you?
I'm doing fine. Now, this is the first time you've done this?
Yes, it is.
Are you going to treat this kind of like a law enforcement thing?
You bet you.
They're laughing at you over on this side.
That's because they're on that side.
I don't see you taking names, though.
Don't have to, I know them all.
Okay. All right. So what is your function then? I mean, what are you going to be? You're kind of a captain, but what does the captain do? You're also a judge, right?
That's correct, and I have to make sure that they get all the scores down on the sheet and do the tally and make sure it comes in fair and impartial.
What would be unfair and impartial?
Well, I've never had
impartial. I'm sorry.
I've never had a bad liver dumpling, so it's going to be tough.
So you're going to be pretty lenient with these judges then?
Yes, very.
They're allowed to have fun, maybe have something like a Coke or something along with the liver dumpling.
Yes, they have to. This is very controlled. They have to have cleanse their palate in between each tasting, so we're going to keep an eye on them.
Okay, now that the sheriff has said all that, let's talk to a few judges. What's your name?
I'm Fran Ballinger, and I'm not a native. Liver dumplings are something new to me, and I'm sure by the time I taste all of them, I'm going to be sick.
Oh, see? We have what he would call a very honest judge right here, ladies and gentlemen. It's okay. I have never tasted them either, so I don't know what to expect. What's your name?
Jerry Meyer.
Jerry, and what is your consensus on this thing?
I love liver dumplings. It probably won't be enough here for me.
Well, how do you feel about sitting next to her? She's never had them before. She might get sick.
If she needs any help, I'll help her.
Help her? Okay. All right, good luck. Hi there, young man.
I'm Xavier Nager.
Oh, another Nager, huh? I swear this is not really a Labor Kneffley festival. It's more like a family reunion or something. How did you get suckered into this?
I love liver dumplings, and I asked my dad if I could be a judge.
Uh-huh. Okay. We see what's going on here. All right. So you like them? You do. Okay, let's go down to this side of the table.
Hi. Jeanette Bosler.
Jeanette Bosler.
Yes, sir. And I'm a little different than Rabbit. I have had some bad liver dumplings, so I
You look like you have a very critical eye.
I probably do.
She's going to be a tough one.
I'm going to be very impartial, so, I mean, I'm just going to judge it the way we're supposed to.
Okay, thank you very much.
Hi, I'm Lou Clark. I'm not a native, and so my first experience with liver dumplings was about 8 years ago.
And what was that experience? Can you tell us about that? Do I need to sit down?
We had dinner at a local restaurant, and these little weird worm-like things were on the plate, and I was the only one who was brave enough to eat them.
Did you ask first?
Well, they look like noodles, and being Italian, I knew they had to be pretty good, so I wasn't scared.
So you were okay with them then?
Yes. From then on, I'm a fan.
All right. Let's move on down to our last judge.
Hi, my name's Rick Litke. I just happened to be the tuba player in the St. Genevieve German band. So
we heard you out there. It sounded great.
Well, I really like the T-shirt. You know, they've just about got a picture of me up there.
That's who you're modeled after that?
Well, I don't know whether that's modeled after me.
All right, have you judged a contest like you? He's been writing all over his form here. He's been scribbling on his form. Sheriff, we have a problem down here. You already have them filled out? Is that what it is? I'm sure glad they asked me to be part of this. Okay, what have you done here?
Oh, well, we've got different designations for individuals and groups, and we just blocked out the letters that will be applicable to each group.
Oh, I see what you've done. Okay, you've just made it easier on yourself, basically. Okay. So have you judged a thing like this before?
Oh, I've never judged liver dumplings before, but I'm ready for it.
All right, he's ready. Here we go. All right, I guess next in line, you're waiting to, have you had any dinner? Is there a prerequisite to this? Do you have to come here starved, or?
Basically, I think we just hoped that there was a lot of contestants to where we get to eat a lot of liver nipples.
Yeah. Now, of all of these folks that are sitting here right now, have you checked them all out? Are you pretty confident now that we've talked to all of them?
We definitely have a good group here. We still have the one lawyer in here, so we gotta be a little cautious.
Have you been back in the kitchen watching them make them?
Yeah, I've been back there.
And are there two systems, one where they scrape from a plate and one where they...
Oh yeah. You could have an entire contest just based on scratching.
Have you tasted them?
Not yet. I have not. No, not yet. She's giving me the eye here. She's a little leery about all of this. I can tell. All right. Okay. Out of everyone in the room, can we see a show of hands? Those who have had liver dumplings, raise your hands. Majority. And now those who have never tasted them. Come on, Erwin, I know you've never had them. Erwin, you're starting off on the wrong foot here. Okay. So we kind of know where everybody's coming from here, Bill.
You want to take over for a little bit here? Okay. The other thing that occurred to me that I wanted to tell you is that once the judging is completed, those folks back there are scraping more dumplings than these judges are ever going to be able to eat. So we're going to have a surplus of dumplings, and those dumplings are available to you folks. We'll have little sample cups with a taste of everyone's dumpling on a tray, about a 2-ounce, 3-ounce cup of dumplings. We'll have a donation box, and you'll get yourself a cafeteria tray over in the corner. With a suggested donation of $4 into the donation box, and you can go through the line. The cafeteria will be set up, and they'll be serving you samples of each of these different dumplings. So everybody here will have a chance to taste every dumplings that the judges are tasting today too. So if you may get to taste your first liver dumplings today right here in St. Genevieve, and you'll be tasting some of the best, that's for sure. The T-shirts are $10. We let you know about that. There was, along with this German Fest, our Deutsche Tage, we've had a number of other events that have occurred. One of those was we had a wonderful dance last night, the Waterloo German Band. We got rained out down at the Lions Club Park, but we moved that over to the Knights of Columbus Hall, and those of us that were there just had a blast. It was so much fun. In addition to dancing, waltzes, polkas, and all, they did a audience participation time that was just great. It was so much fun. They had an alpine horn blowing contest. 10 contestants got up there, and each got their turns blowing the alpine horn to see who could blow one note the longest through the horn. Okay, and so these folks are taking a deep breath of air and trying to draw out that note on the alpine horn. That was a lot of fun. They also had a mug holding contest. They had a 32-ounce glass mug, about 3/4 full of water, and 4 contestants who had to straight arm that mug out in front of them, and there was a ribbon held right underneath their wrists, and they had to hold that cup as long as they could. And of course, whoever held it above the ribbon the longest was the winner of the contest. So the audience started counting them off. 1, 2, and by the time we got up to 200, their faces were grimacing in pain, trying to hold that mug up, and their elbows were starting to bend, and they were holding that mug up over that thing, and finally it goes through. Well, one of them got the bright idea that he could lighten his load by pouring a little of his water over into the other two mugs on either side of him. And, and even though he didn't win, the winner of that competition was none other than Glenn Dalton of St. Genevieve. So Glenn is the winner of the mug holding contest. We just had a great old time. They had some sing-alongs and some clap-alongs and some dance-alongs. Of course, we did the duck dance, you know, and some other things. So it was a great time. And if you get down for Deutsche Tage next year, be sure to check out the Waterloo German Band. What else did we do yesterday? We had the Catholic Mass was said in German. Today we had St. Genevieve's own German band play down at the Lions Club Park. The Lutheran Church, the oldest church building in St. Genevieve, had their quilt display yesterday. We've got an antique tractor display today. We had a German exhibits hall. That's what brought me around to this. I was thinking about, there were some folks walked into the German exhibit hall today from St. Louis. They were German. And she makes a liver dumpling. Okay? But as she described it, it's quite different than our liver dumplings in St. Genevieve. Liver dumplings in St. Genevieve are what we've seen on the TV. We were many of us were weaned on those things here in St. Genevieve. Her matzo ball, I called it a matzo ball because that's what it reminded me of, was ground liver mixed with breadcrumbs and egg and seasonings and all, and rolled into a ball and then dropped into a boiling water. And we've heard this before, that the South German area of a liver dumpling is this German matzo ball kind of thing. So that was interesting to hear. What else do we have here that we can talk about? Yes. We had St. Genevieve's own Die Kleine Singer. I can't forget those because they, of course, my wife is the director of that group and has been for 11 years. If it's a German festival, they go as Die Kleine Singer. If it's a French festival, they have a French repertoire and go as Les Petits Chanteurs. So they sing both in French and in German. One of our judges is one of those. He's got his lederhosen on, and as we said here, Rich Litke, one of our other judges, is a member of the St. Genevieve German Band. He's got his lederhosen on. Apparently, lederhosen are from the Bavaria area of Germany. Traditional German dress for where most of the St. Genevieve Germans came from is in the Baden area of Germany, the Black Forest, the hills of the Black Forest, and they have a different looking traditional costume there. That's at least with the men, a black waistcoat or knee-length coat and a wide lapel down both sides. The Black Forest ball hat is a common traditional hat that the women wear there, and I think depending on the color of the balls on the ball hat lets the young men know whether she's of courting age or not, or is married or not. That's a little bit I know about the Black Forest ball hat, and don't quote me on it, Don. Don't put it on the internet because we don't want that misinformation going out over the web. So, who's trying liver dumplings for the first time here? Right here. Has Bill talked to you about that, sir?
I heard him on the radio, and he hadn't heard much about him either, so I thought we'll have to get down here and see what he does.
Okay. Are you looking forward to this experience?
Yes.
Yeah. You have any anticipation of what to expect?
Well, I've eaten dumplings, but no liver dumplings.
Yeah.
I come from the horseradish capital of the world, Collinsville.
Oh, okay.
Bill started all that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Good for you. So, where's Mr. Reeker? He back there? Looks like he's busy with Ellie. So we'll just, you want to go back in the kitchen again and see what's going on back there? Have they turned over cooks, stoves to anybody else? Let's go back and see. So we're back here. Looks like some of the contestants have already put up their liver dumplings, and that we're into another batch now. A little quieter now that some of the contestants have gotten their liver dumplings up, and won't be too long and we'll have those samples out for the judges. I was going to see if we could get an interview with my wife Patty, who's kind of been the ramrod of this, but she looks pretty busy over there, and she's got a lot of things on her hands, so we're not going to bother her right now. Today's event's been sponsored by, and this event in particular, by the Valley Patrons Club, and they were good enough to be able to open the cafeteria for us so that we'd have enough stoves and burners to be able to work with here. A few more might have been better. We could get everybody's liver dumplings going at once and get them out to the judges quicker, so you got that to look forward to. Things are busy back here. Let's go over and see if we can talk to Patty for a minute. Can we do a little interview with Patty? Yeah. And you want to? Well, come on up. We want to talk to you. Actually, I should let Bill Ricker talk to you about this because you guys have talked before. But this is Patty Nager, and we're going to get her on the mic with Bill Ricker, and she can tell us about just what the concept and what's behind this whole idea of a liver dumpling festival, why we're celebrating that here in St. Genevieve today. Mr. Reeker, can we get you back on camera again? Oh, yeah. You want to talk to Patricia here and,
yes.
and find out just why we're doing this?
All right. You're the culprit. You're the one that got me involved in this. Yes, you are.
Yeah.
So you are admitting to that?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Well, how do things look so far to you? I mean, is this event going as well as you thought it might?
Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, the participants and the help and everything has been outstanding. I just, I can't believe the help that I've gotten, and I can't believe the good cheer, the sense of good cheer in the participants. They're over that hot stove, you know, slaving while I'm just over here where it's...
Now, what is exactly your job back here?
I'm just kind of back and forth. I'm trying to... this is a new event, you know. We've never done anything like that, and so we're kind of learning. And after we're all done, I'd like to get together with a lot of these people who helped make it work, and some of the contestants too, and see if they got any better ideas and how to make it run more smoothly. But this is such a St. Genevieve tradition. We were thinking about what is really unique to St. Genevieve, and liver dumplings are just very much that.
Well, now, were there a lot of people interested from the beginning, or would you say this is just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to folks who actually make liver dumplings in St. Genevieve?
I think it's just the tip of the iceberg. I mean, I think there's, I think it's yet, I think it will probably grow. I don't know how we're going to accommodate it if it does, but... This is
the biggest kitchen in town?
Well, let's see. No, I don't want to go so far as to say that because I don't know. It's right downtown, so it's a nice location. And of course, Susie Bader, she's ordinarily cafeteria cook, and she has just gotten in here and helped tremendously. She knows the kitchen, you know.
Well, one of the things I guess you're going to struggle with is when you do it in years to come, is that the neat part about this is that they're right here making all these dumplings in the kitchen. There's activity going on. If you were to revert to just having them bring their dumplings in and having the judges sample them that way, it would kind of lose something, wouldn't it?
Yeah, we discussed that, and I thought the whole ambiance of the scraping the dumplings, seeing how they actually do it, because as you notice, there's different methods, and there's people who swear by whatever method they use, you know, and so I wouldn't want to make it just one of those things where you bring it in. The cooking it is part of it.
Well, we have some new cooks over there. I think we need to harass them probably as much as we did the other cooks just to make things fair. Thank you, Patty. All right, we're back in the kitchen again. There's the, are you still boiling water? I thought if they moved in a new set of cooks, you get some new water boiler. You can honestly say that you're boiling water impartially?
Yes, sir.
Boil water at the same temperature, speed, and everything for all of the cooks.
Absolutely.
It sounds like we have a impartial water boiler. Now you're doing something different here with these. What are you doing now?
I just brown mine after they're boiled.
You just keep them warm now?
I brown them.
Oh, you ground them.
Yeah.
You know what? That smells pretty good. What's in there?
In here,
In the liver dumplings?
there's onions and parsley and salt and pepper and flour and egg.
What was the last ingredient?
Liver, onion, parsley, flour, and egg.
Oh, egg. Okay, I missed egg. I'm sorry. Yeah, get a good shot of those. Don Pritchard is the cameraman here. Extraordinaire. Did you say something bad to Don? Oh, okay. These cooks can get real testy, I want to tell you. Uh-oh, here he comes. Here he comes. Boy, that water is really boiling. Get a shot of that water. Look at that water. He looks like he's done it before. Oh, yeah. Out of the way, let me tell you. Catch her. She is determined. That's a mark of a good cook, you know that? They don't even ask you to get out of the way. They just come over and nudge you like that. Now, you're finished already.
Oh, no, not near finished. I still have a few more batches.
We have a batch coming through here. A few more batches?
Yeah, I like to space them out, though, so that we don't get one big ball of liver dumpling dough.
Yeah, you wouldn't want that. You'd have to cut it up like a turkey, wouldn't you?
Yeah, sort of.
That wouldn't be good. You don't want to have to be out there carving liver dumplings in front of the judges. It would not look good, would it? No. They'd probably turn their noses up right away, wouldn't they?
Probably. Would you like to try this?
I would love to. I didn't think I could back here, though. You just want me to dip my hand in there and grab some? Is that what you're saying? Sure. Oh, that. No, I don't want to do that. No, I'll hurt myself. I will really hurt myself. Actually, I can try it a little bit, but am I supposed to wear gloves like that? Don, you want to hold this? Hold that microphone. I'm going to scratch some liver peninsula here. Now, how do you do it? Just like she was doing, you go like this. I saw her doing this.
Yeah, well, not that big of a...
Not that big. All right, just...
Get this hot.
Get
your knife hot.
Get your knife hot.
In the water.
Don't stick my thumb in the water.
There you go. A little bit at a time.
Just a little bit like that?
Yep. Put your knife back in the water.
Knife in the water.
There you go. Just back and forth.
Boy, I better leave this up to the experts.
Not bad. There you go. Get the knife hot again. Keep it hot. It doesn't stick to it.
My thumb is getting hot. This isn't a batch that's going to go out there to the judges, is it?
No. You wouldn't want to use your own.
Oh, you wouldn't. Oh, baby. Now I know why you wear gloves. That water's hot. Oh, baby. Okay, I think I've had enough.
First time for everything.
That's a good... Oh, I'm all tuckered out. Man, that's hard work. I just scratched a few dumplings.
Did you really scratch some? Yeah, and now you know. Did you do it with the knife or with the scraper? You did it. Did it off the plate. Good for you. Proud of you. Good man. Now you know. Isn't that a beautiful looking platter there? That's some prize winning liver dumpling. But you know what, folks? If you're out there and you hear this, I heard that I made an announcement that probably was misinterpreted. We're not charging to sample these liver dumplings today. We're simply suggesting a donation, and we had a suggested donation of $4. That doesn't mean that you have to put any money in that box. If you can afford $4, that would help offset some of the expenses associated with putting this kind of an event together. There is no charge to taste these liver dumplings, and apparently we might have lost some of our crowd, and I'm sincerely apologize that has happened, because the idea is that everybody gets to taste some of St. Genevieve's liver dumplings. We can't charge for this because we don't want any issues that go along with charging for this. So we're asking for a donation, and I apologize. And if the word gets out to any of those folks that might have felt like they didn't want to participate because of that, I am sincerely sorry. And please understand that you can sample these liver dumplings free of charge. They're here for you to sample, and there's no money involved in it. So we simply have a donation box, just like we passed the hat last night at the Waterloo German Band. This is the same concept here. So I do apologize for that, but there's nothing we can do about that at this point. This is a learning experience for all of us. It's the first time we've tried something like this, and I'm sure there'll be lots of good suggestions when it's all over on how to improve this and make it a bigger and better thing. But we had to start someplace, right? And we've got a good showing of cooks here, and we're just really, really excited. We want to thank all of the cooks that participated today, everybody that in their families that knows that their mom's liver dumplings are the best, that got them, encouraged them to come out today and be a participant in this. And it's been a lot of fun for me. So okay. So it looks like we're getting close back here. We're as soon as we get some samples out from these last cooks that are scraping, as soon as we get them up on the table, why, they're going to put together the judges' trays and get those out to the judges. So until that happens, we'll just kind of maybe, John, we'll let you rove a little bit and see what's going on. I'll see if I can come up with some more interviews in the meantime, okay? Don't worry about me. I'm just getting the sound of the knife on the plate, Notice how she dips that knife in the water there, folks. Keep it clean and free from getting too gooey. Takes a long time to empty a plate of liver dumpling dough, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
mixing them
Let's
up.
see, okay. Well,
This is the first time. So
yeah.
you can always improve as you go
Yeah.
on.
Remember any critiques, and we'll do them. Remember all your critiques, because
Okay.
we'll learn from it. Are you getting receipts?
Yeah, we are.
Here. Well, this is
You know what? I'm going to work on all the E's right now, and then I'll work on all the C's.
Yeah.
Unless we got somebody else who can work on the C's.
Oh.
Huh?
Yeah, no, these are all ours.
These are all your J's?
Oh, here, yeah.
Okay.
you need 7
Of each.
of each one.
Right. Let's keep the gravy ones and the not gravy ones separate.
2, 4, 5.
I said we should have had a tray for each letter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We learned that. We had a tray for all the letters, and that was
Two F's.
two F's, one with and one without.
Four.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, I need one more for gravy and
With and without.
Well, the cook should be over there. It just,
No, they're around. And we're done singing. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, my. Are we ever? Oh, that's too bad. Oh, really?
so we just got to go.
Oh, don't put that camera on me, Don. So the contestants are putting their samples in their cups now for the judges. Judges surely have a good appetite worked up at this point in the day. So the judges will be presented with 2 cups of liver dumplings. One will be without gravy, the other will have gravy on it, of each contestant. So each contestant will have 2 samples of liver dumplings that will be judged. Those liver dumplings will be judged for their taste and for their texture, and then also a judgment with the gravy on the liver dumplings. With 7 contestants, the judges will score their tally sheets. The one they think ranks highest in taste will get a 7. The one that ranks second for taste will get a 6, and so forth. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The judges will do the same judging for texture, giving us highest score of 7 to the contestant that they think has the best one. This is on each individual's judge sheet. So ultimately they will score their 3 totals based on taste, texture, and with gravy, and tally that. Those totals will then go to a master tally sheet. Each judge's judgment for each entry in the contest will be tallied. The contestant with the highest score will win the top prize. There are the 2 categories. We have 7 contestants in the individual category. We have 3 contestants in the churches, restaurants, and groups category. These liver dumplings are coming together. We've got a lot of liver dumplings in the steamer for the general public to sample once the judging has taken place. Don, let's go over here. Looks like we got a tray of samples here that's getting close to being ready. As far as the judges are concerned, the samples that they'll be tasting will only be known by a letter of the alphabet that's on the individual cups that they're judging. So the tray of liver dumplings that comes out to the judge's table in front of each judge will have, in the case of the individual category, a total of 14 cups of liver dumplings on it. There's one on the top of it's ready to go. The help in the kitchen is putting together the trays. Once again, we'd like to thank the St. Genevieve Patrons Club for allowing us, the Valley Patrons Club, for allowing us to use the kitchen today. We want to remind you that we do have T-shirts that are being offered by French Colonial St. Genevieve, the organization that sponsors this whole weekend. There's quite a variety of liver dumplings on those plates. Various colors, textures. Some people have chosen to bring their own gravy along and put it on their liver dumplings, knowing that their own gravy makes their liver dumplings the best.
Anybody who thinks that all liver dumplings are equal will have to see the difference in the liver dumplings, because they're all very different.
Yes, there's quite a variety of liver dumplings back here today. Yeah. Let's go back. Well, let's go back to the back end of the kitchen area. We're still scraping some dumplings back here. We're back here in the back end of the kitchen, back by the back door. We have Mrs. Geck back here taking the last of her liver dumplings out of the water. Have you enjoyed doing this today, Mrs. Geck?
Oh, yes, it's been fun. I wouldn't want to do it when it was real hot, though.
No. So you suggest we not try to do this during jour de fête, huh?
That'd be a good idea not to.
Maybe we should make a midwinter event out of this, huh?
Oh, this is fine.
As she draws the last of her liver dumplings out, over here is Jim Pope representing the Knights of Columbus Council 1037, and Ernie Nager back here working as a team, putting together the Knights recipes, dishing out the last of their dough into their scraper. Good, their liver dumplings are already up, and I think we're just about getting ready to go out to the judges' table. Well, I'm going to turn this microphone back over to Bill Reeker and let him do some more play-by-play.
All right, we're taking the dumplings out to the judges right now, so we're going to have to hurry along. It's getting down to, oh, I can tell these cooks are getting nervous. Look at her. Look at her. You're getting nervous, aren't you?
No.
You're not getting nervous, are you?
No.
Oh, yeah, you are. I can tell. I see it in your eyes. Yeah. They're shaking. They are shaking. You getting nervous, aren't you?
No, I'm not.
This is it. This is it.
It didn't take us long at all.
Not yet.
No, you're going to eat some of it.
Oh, I am definitely going to have some. Absolutely. Which ones are yours? I won't tell them which one. What? They may have seen that. The judges are watching.
They're watching. Make sure you tell them we're part of the Nutrition Center.
Oh, okay.
We cook every day.
Every day.
Yes, we got about 100.
So this was nothing for you then.
No, me and her, no. We feed about 300 a day. 250, 300.
Well, what would happen if while they were taking them out there, they got them all mixed up?
I'd scream. After all our hard work.
Can you give us a good scream? Show us how you'd scream. Here he comes. Watch out. He's got boiling water. A man with boiling water right there. How you doing back here? How we doing?
It's awful hot.
Well, they're done. They're getting judged right now.
The judges are leaving?
Judges are already gone.
What in the world I'm doing this for?
You're still back here making liver dumplings.
Hell, I might as well quit then.
Might as well. Did you ever get a good shot of his liver dumplings in the barrel here? We're going to get a good shot of this. What do you call this now? What stage are we in?
Well, we're on the finishing stage.
That's the finished stage. Now, you put your own gravy on them?
Right.
Did you get a good shot of that? Okay. That's what they look like in the pan, folks. All right, good luck out there. It's time. It's time. Time to rock and roll. All right, everybody. Don't be too nervous, because it's time. I can see they're all nervous. They're all nervous. Yeah, I'm nervous. It's a bundle of nerves back here. Okay, we're moving out here into the judge area. Sheriff Bob and the rest of the judges. Get a good close-up of that. How's this work, Bob? They all eat at the same time?
That is correct. They will sample each one, and then out of the seven, they will pick the one they like best. That'll get a score of 7.
I kind of thought that's the way it worked. I saw you kind of looking around, make sure nobody started nibbling on those dumplings ahead of time.
Slap our hand if we start eating early.
Okay. And then who says go, or is that what you do? Do you say go, or is it start, or is there a German word for that?
Once we get all the trays, we'll just start. Ready, set, go.
Sounds easy enough to me. How you holding out here?
What?
Are you okay now? You were the one that had doubts about this. You've never had it?
I have doubts about it, but I'm going to make a try at it.
Does it smell okay to you?
Yeah, they smell good.
That's good. You got it all figured out? You know which one's the winner already?
Yeah.
You do? You've already got it figured out which one the winner is? Aren't you supposed to taste them first?
No.
It sounds rigged to me. You know, there's $100 on the line here. The winning cook gets $100. That change your mind?
No.
What do you think about that? The psychologists say that, or the food experts, I guess it is, say that the taste buds can only take so much. After about the third bite, you can't distinguish between one or the other anymore.
Well, I don't know. We're lucky to have something to clear our palates with, even though it's water.
Yeah, right. All right, I guess what we'll do is leave those judges alone. Those judges need some space. They're going to start sampling Leberknäffle. You've never eaten them before, sir?
I've never in my life. No, I haven't. No.
What are you doing here?
Well, I heard about it, and I just had to come down here and try it.
Oh, you are going to try them then? Okay. Does it smell, the aroma from the kitchen entice you at all?
So far, so good? So far, so good, yes. I'm enjoying it very much.
Sounds good. Yeah, there she is. She's been eating them for a long time. Okay, what we need to do is talk to a long-time liver dumpling sampler. Oh, I wasn't going to take your purse. I wasn't going to take it. All right, I'll sit down.
I don't mind you sitting there.
Okay. Tell me about them.
I don't mind sitting alongside of
Tell me about your liver dumplings.
Well, I make liver dumplings quite often because I have a large family. And most of the time I make a big batch and then I freeze part of the dough and have it on hand when they come. And I have several different recipes that I use.
What's your favorite recipe?
Well, I like to use either chicken liver or beef liver. And sometimes I even grate a few carrots and put it in, and it makes them real good.
So you can freeze them then and save them that way?
The dough, but not after the liver dumplings are made. I freeze some of the dough. And
well, now, if you freeze the dough, you just freeze the dough. Okay, so it thaws out and everything's okay.
And then you thaw it out before you want to use it, and it just works out real good. And
what would happen if you froze the liver dumplings after they were cooked?
Well, I guess maybe some people do, but I don't. I don't think they're as good as fresh, right, when you cook them and use them then.
Might come out like a great big chunk, just a big old one liver dumpling kind of thing. You'd have to carve it up like a turkey then.
Well, you would have to thaw it out. You would have to thaw them out. You would have to let them out for maybe a half a day or so to thaw out, you know.
Is there a liver dumpling turkey or Thanksgiving dressing?
I guess you could maybe make a liver dumpling dressing. I have never, but I imagine you could.
Okay. All right. Thank you. You have fun. You going to sample some today? You're going to sample some?
I haven't yet, but I will.
Okay. They're sampling up there, aren't they? Yeah, why don't we get a shot of the judges here? We need to see what we need to do right now is we're going to take an expression, a monitor of their expression, get close up. Can you zoom in with that? Quit pointing the thing at me. point it at the judges. I'll point them out. Whenever they take a bite, I'll tell you where to zoom. Okay, to your right. There, she's taking a bite. There, now get a close up. I don't know. Okay, she gave it a little wink. Okay, he's about to take a sample now. Get a good close up of him. He's about to take a little bite of a liver dumpling there. Get that expression. A little doubt. He expressed a little doubt. Did you see that in his face, huh? Okay, let's move over to the left here. This kid over here's always got his mind made up. He's only eating one of the liver dumpling containers. Something's wrong. We have a problem over there? Is there a problem with the judging? Sheriff? We may have a problem down here on the right. Okay, here we go. Now she is probably going to, she hasn't begun sampling. Oh, I see. They have to make sure that the letters correspond with the little tubs. Is that right, Bill? Okay. Okay, the sheriff is sampling. Get a shot of the sheriff there. Sheriff Bob, of course, is the captain of the judges. And you can tell he's putting some thought in this. Why the hesitation between bites, Sheriff? Is there something wrong there? Okay. I see. Okay. He has to have his taste buds adjust. Your taste buds have to adjust. Uh-huh. Here's another bite. Now get a good close-up. See, he is like a poker player. He's a poker player. You can tell. You can tell he doesn't give you any clue what he's thinking. Get down here and get an upshot on him. There you go. All right, Sheriff, go.
Very good stuff.
Good stuff. He's being non-committal.
Mighty good stuff.
Yeah, he's a poker player. You can tell. Okay. Okay. She's trying it for the first time. Are you okay? We've talked to her at length, and Fran is a skeptic. She is an ultimate skeptic. Right. Well, Fran said she might get sick. She was very honest. You okay, Fran? And we add that Fran only said that because she'd never had them before and she wasn't really placing any judgment on liver dumplings. I got it. I'm okay. There we go. He's drawing pictures on his, these judges are not real serious about this. He has drawn a face on his score sheet. Did you record that? So you have evidence as to who did that, right? If I didn't know any better, I'd figure these judges were just having a lot of fun here today. I guess that's what it's all about. All the cooks okay? Is everybody in the kitchen okay? I was worried if they were fainting back there. It's hot. Bill, how far along are we in the judging? Are we at least halfway through here?
I would say that we're probably about halfway through the judging, but so that the judges don't have to feel rushed, because everybody in this hall is anxious to taste those same liver dumplings, we're working on opening up the kitchen and letting the general public go through and get their samples today and come back out here, and they can be tasting these liver dumplings even as the judges are doing their judging. That way the judges can take their time and all the time that they need to come up with the winners, and we'll get liver dumplings.
So what you're saying in plain English is that these folks out here that are real hungry right now have to wait till they're done eating?
No, that's what I'm not saying.
Not saying that. That's good news, folks. We're just about ready to eat, okay? The word is we're about ready to eat.
Yeah. So we're gonna we're getting the kitchen rolling on the cafeteria line there, and as soon as we get that word from the kitchen, we'll partake ourselves, and the judges can go ahead and do their thing while we get to do our thing.
Okay, well that's a natural fade in then, or natural conclusion of that is we got to go back there and see how far along they are. Okay, let's go. Okay, how are we doing back here? Let's step it up a little bit, okay? We got some hungry people out here. How far along are we before they get to start eating?
Fill in our cups.
We're filling the cups.
My number.
They're starting to bang dishes on the tables out there.
Uh-oh, better get some out there then.
You haven't had the good stuff yet, have you?
I haven't had any yet.
Okay, here's the good stuff.
Right here. Yeah, real close.
And we've got a few people that have fainted. They need food now.
Oh, that is so sad. Tell them to go ahead and start coming back. We'll take them ready or not.
That it?
Yes.
You're kidding.
No, I'm not kidding.
That's it. Come on back, folks. Are you the one that calls it? You're not even the one that calls it. Never mind, folks. All right, who's the official lion herd here?
Is that lining up?
I think so.
Are we ready to serve these up?
Yes, we can serve it as they come. We can do this.
Okay, we can do this. Jeannie says we can do this. So if we go through this door down at this end, we can tell people this is where they come in.
All right, let's go. Let's do it. All right, folks, they're ready for you. But go through that door down there and then make a circle and come through here. And they are ready to serve you. Let's follow a few in line. Can you make it over there, or are we just going to go in this way? I'll go this way, you go in this way, and I'll come out the other side. I've got him fooled. I'm going to hide. Okay. Here we come. This is the line. This is proof that we have begun, right? That's right. All right. Okay. Are you ready for this?
Oh, no.
Oh, no. You don't like them that much?
I love them. I'm so hungry I could eat a pint.
And then why were you saying, oh, no?
It's going to take this long.
Oh, okay. Are you ready for this?
Yes, sir. Right. Ready.
You got your plates? All right, bring them on through. Make sure you get yourself some forks. You get out there. It's not finger food, folks. It's not finger food. It's hard to eat with your fingers. You have to have a fork. You don't have to pay me.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Okay, good, good.
But if you want to, that's okay too.
Great.
Okay. Here's the food line. No, more forks. We have more forks. Sir, I see that you took 4 of them.
Oh yeah.
I'm
looking for all of them now.
Is it okay that you took 4?
Yes.
Okay, they said you could have 4?
Oh yeah, they said you could have one off each tray.
Oh, okay. So you're okay then. Okay. So we don't have to stop you right here then. Okay. Have fun, enjoy.
I can't tell those judges how long they have. How long? Yeah. Well, the judges are just sampling right now. They haven't gotten to the. They've got just the individual entries up there right now.
I'm losing it. Somebody put a little bit of, almost tastes like cilantro. Does anybody use cilantro in theirs, maybe?
You know, I don't have the answer to that.
Secret ingredient. I think we are unveiling what they have put in these. That's really amazing because some of them taste like they may have more herbs in them and others have more of a sweet flavor. Yep. They all have different personalities. Hey, everybody, let's give a big hand to the liver dumpling cooks in there, all right, everybody? Yeah! Very good.
We've got some winners. So, we want to, we need to get all the contestants out here on the floor. No contestants in the kitchen, so the contestants are already out on the floor. So I'll tell you what, let's find out who's been making this wonderful food for us, these wonderful Liebernefflis. And let's start with the restaurants and groups category first, okay? So could we have you folks that are representing different restaurants and groups to stand up and step forward? Come on, United Columbus fellas, and Ed from the hotel, and we've got Norma and Tina over here representing the Nutrition Center, right? Mr. Reeker, you want to do the honors here and claim the winners? We'll help you along.
All right, you'll help me along?
We'll help you along.
Okay. You give me the envelope, it's like that thing? You know, I don't see that cook that I've been harassing in the kitchen most. Where did she go? Okay.
So we had 3 contestants in the restaurants and groups category, and they are the St. Genevieve Nutrition Center, represented by Norma Grass and Tina Terry. Okay. The Knights of Columbus, St. Genevieve Knights of Columbus Council 1037, cook Ernest Nager, Jim Pope assisting. Is that the right way to present that? Or okay, all right. Either way, well, okay. The team of Ernie Nager and Jim Pope, and then the Hotel St. Genevieve, represented by Ed Nager, who is doing the scratching back there. And in the 3rd place in this category, we award $25 from to the St. Gen Nutrition Center.
Congratulations.
And 2nd place in the hotels and groups and churches category, we have the Hotel St. Genevieve.
All right.
And of course, doesn't need to be said, but to Council 1037 Knights of Columbus is the goes to Ernie Nager and Jim Pope.
There we go.
How much? The letter. Ah, yes. What you were eating. Nutrition Center was Team B. Hotel St. Genevieve was Team H. And Knights of Columbus was Team D. You know, I'm going to turn this over to you a second while I take a picture of
You
everybody.
did that very well.
I did that.
Yes. You will be back.
Yeah. Now let me take a picture. Can we get everybody around Mr. Reeker there? All right. And I want to get a picture of you too. Okay. All right. Here we go. Everybody looking right this way. A little smile. Here we are. One more time. Great. All right. Thank you. Let's hear one more.
All right. Thank you. Very good.
Thank you.
Now the individuals are next, Bill?
The individuals next.
Individual cooks. Uh-oh. This is it.
Working as teams.
Who do you think won? F1? Who do you think won? You're not saying? I love to get people in trouble. I love to get people in trouble. I like to get people in trouble. Yeah. I I got you in trouble. You just said F. Who do you think won?
Who do I think won? I have no idea.
Who do you think won?
I don't know. You mean if the one's coming up? I have no idea either.
Okay. All right.
Not up there. Yes, and I.
All right, that'll work. Okay. We realize that we have two of our contestants have left. It has been a long day, and we want to thank you all for sticking with us through this one. You know, we'll try to. You want us to move around a little bit? Okay. Face this way. All right. So anyway, thanks for bearing with us through this. And we've lost a couple of our contestants. We have 7 contestants in this category. Some of them working as teams, all entering under their own names, not representing any group. A lot of folks do this as a team whenever they make liver dumplings for their family gatherings and stuff. So we had the teams of Donna Sykes, working by yourself, right, Donna? We had the team of Pan Billings by herself. We had Tina Scott here representing a family on this today. Okay. We had Frances Dallas. We had Johanna Nager. We have Jean and Clarence Bosler. And we had Mary Gack, Jerry Klein. You were here, Mary, Bert Jokers, Marie Gack, and Jerry Klein. And the runners-up are. And we are not doing the runners-up in any particular order, okay? The runners-up are Donna Sykes, Pam Billings, Tina Scott, and Marie Gack and Jerry Klein. Thank you all. You can stay with us. We want. Okay. The third place winner is Jean and Clarence Bosler.
That was Jay, folks. That was Jay.
Thank you very much. The second place winner is Frances Dallas.
Is she not here?
No. Okay. And Frances is one of our contestants that left, and she was assisted by Johanna Nager. So representing Frances, we have Randy. You going to accept it for Frances? Is that it? Oh, is there a family member here from the Frances Dallas or the Zerwig family? No. Okay.
That was F.
That was contestant F, and I'm sorry. And I mentioned Jean and Clarence Bowser. They were Team J, entrance J. Right. And in our first place, we have letter I, Johanna Nager. And she is not with us either. She was assisted by Frances Dallas, and accepting her prize money is her grandchildren. And I'd like to say that the brother team of Jean and Clarence Bosler have turned their prize money around and turned it right back into the Patrons Club. So we thank you for that. Before we break up, I would like to get a picture of the individual groups, all the representatives, all the members of the individual team. A picture, please. I'd like to get a shot with the judges. Patricia, is there anything else that we need to do to wrap this up? Don't leave without your Living Dumpling T-shirt, okay? I want to thank you all for your patience. We want to thank our panel of judges. Let's hear it for our judges and to all our participants and to Mr. Reeker.